So guys, welcome back to my channel. This is a continuation of my previous video where I talked about how to buy your first home in the United Kingdom, the things to do to get your first mortgage. So we are going to be continuing from where we stopped. I talked about building your credit rating. I talked about savings. I talked about registering with credit agents so that you'll be able to be checking your monthly credit score. I talked about getting a broker, and I talked about viewing, and I talked about how to view and where to view, and lastly I talked about putting an offer. I think that's where I stopped in my last video. So today I'm going to be continuing from where we stopped. I haven't discussed about those points. So once you've seen what you love or what you like I said, don't just view one or two houses and just make a decision. I will advise or encourage you to view a couple of houses before making an offer or coming to a conclusion of what you really want. So guys, once you've seen the property that you really like, the next thing I'll advise you is to speak to your broker. Once you speak to your broker, if possible, ask your broker to get in touch with the housing agent, to speak to them and let them just have that conversation. After that conversation, you can go ahead to put an offer, and I will advise you as well. One thing you have to do is to carry your broker along. If possible, send the pictures of the house or the link of the house that you've chosen or you prefer or you've liked. Send the link to your broker, let your broker have a look, then you can go ahead to put an offer. So once you've put an offer, now it's left for you to wait for their feedback. Mark you are not the only one going to view the property. Between 5 to 10 people might have viewed that house. You are not the only one that have viewed that house. So once you put the offer, the next thing is to wait for their response. So they will want to make sure that everyone that view the house, that have an interest in the house, they will wait for their feedback and their offer. Once everyone has put offer, remember, it's not everybody that went to view the house that will like the house. Once they are, they view the house, whoever that view the house, maybe 10 of you view the house and 5 people happens to love the house, those 5 people, they have to wait for them to put their offer. So once the offer is placed, the next step is for the agent to present all the offers now and the name of the offers to the vendor. So it's the vendor that have the final say of whom he or she wants to pick. The vendor will just have all the names in front of him and all the offer, and the vendor will go with whoever she or he prefers or wants, or I don't know, whoever they chooses goes with the offer. They will come back to you, we're sorry, at this time the vendor have chosen someone else, or congratulations, you have been chosen. It depends. And again, they might come back to you to say, oh, there are some people that have outbid you. Do you want to increase your bidding, or do you want to stay with what you've bidded? So it's up to you to say, okay, for example, you bidded 138. For example, you bidded 100,000. You want to increase it by 2,000 or 3,000. It's up to you. If you feel that no, that property, I don't think if I'm going to increase my bid, it's up to you. Say no, I think I'm okay with what I've placed. I'm okay with my bid. At the end of the day, you said that yes or no answer. If they say yes, they will say congratulations, you've been accepted. If they say no, they will say we're sorry, the vendor have chosen somebody else. So let's choose, for example, because we know that if they say no, we know the next step. The next step is for you to start viewing again. That is how it is until you get a yes answer. For example, they say yes to you now, then you move to the next step. This is where your broker will come in. Your broker can help you secure a lawyer, or you have your own lawyer on your own. It depends, whatever works best for you. There are some brokers that will tell you that we have our own team of lawyers. So as you're taking us, we'll we are going to use our own lawyers that we've been working with for a long time, or our team of lawyers, blah blah blah, the pen. So they will charge you based on that. But if you have your own lawyer, your broker will do his own bid. So the work of your broker is to put the application for the mortgage. So once the offer has been accepted, now come the next step. The next step is for your broker now to prepare all your documents. Once your document is complete, your broker will send off your application to the mortgage, to the financial institution that have given you the decision in principle, whether it's Barclays Bank, Halifax, NatWest, or private financial institution. It doesn't matter, whoever. That is between you and your broker. Your broker will tell you, this is the person I have chosen, or this is the people that have accepted to loan you the money. Remember, if you're buying a house in the United Kingdom, unless you have your money you want to pay outright, then fine, you don't need a mortgage. But if you have a deposit and you don't have the full money, you will definitely need a bank or a financial institution to lend you the money. For example, you are buying a house of 100,000, you will definitely need a 10% to 15% to deposit. The remaining will be lent to you by a bank or a financial institution. So once they've accepted your offer, the next thing is for your broker to put all your documents together, make sure that everything is well arranged, well packaged, and we send it off now to the bank or financial institution. And once the application is lodged, it's up to the financial institution now to do all the credit checks. They will check everything that needs checking. They will do all the references that needs to be done. Your employer will reference you. If you're, I don't know, if you're doing a business, I think there is a way they do it. Your employer will reference you. You will show proof of everything. That one is what you will give to your broker. Your proof of address, your proof of savings, your proof of salary, pay slips, and everything. Your broker will put everything together, put all your documents together, make sure that everything that needs to be included is included. That is the work of the broker. Anything he wants, he will definitely ask you to get them to him. Once everything is completed, he will send it off to the bank or whoever that has agreed to lend you the money. Once the application is lodged, then the bank or whoever that has agreed, the financial institution, will do their credit checks. They will check everything all over again, thorough checking. Once they are satisfied with all your details, all your background checks, all your references, then they will go ahead to approve you the loan. Once the loan is approved for the mortgage, the next step is when your lawyers comes in. So the paperwork is done now by your lawyers. So the vendor has his own lawyer or our own lawyer. You as a buyer, you have your own lawyer. So it is between your lawyer and the vendor lawyers to do the final paperwork. So the vendor lawyer and your lawyer, they will work hand in hand. They will send all the documents pertaining the house, all the information pertaining the house. They will send it over to your vendor and to your lawyer. And your lawyer will cross-check, send to you as well. You as the buyer, you have to go through the details, all the documents. You make sure you sit down. Guys, I repeat, sit down and make sure you read everything, like line to line. You are satisfied with everything. And I want to point out that during this period, you can also book for what they call second viewing. It's very, very important that you book for second viewing. So this second viewing is where you have to go back to the property now and revisit the property, review the property, search everything, ask any question you need to ask. Because trust me, because guys, until you sign the last document, you can still pull out of any deal. So for example, you go for a second visit and you discover something that you were unable to pick when you went to view for the first time. You can go back to your vendor and say, this is not so, this is not so. Based on this, based on that, you need to renegotiate. Either they reduce money or you pull out of the deal. You can still pull out of any deal. So that is why it's always advisable to go for second viewing. So second viewing, you open your eyes very well to the property to know things that ordinarily at your first viewing you were unable to spot. So second viewing is very essential, and I will encourage you, if you are going for a second viewing, do not go on your own. Try and go with somebody that you trust, somebody that if you cannot pick, if you didn't spot anything, that person might spot something. So it's better you go with somebody that has experience when it comes to mortgage, as well when it comes to housing and buying of houses. So it's very, very important to always book for second viewing. Okay, so once that is done, your lawyer and the vendor lawyers, they will do all the paperwork. Once your lawyer will be updating you from time to time, this is what is going on, this is the stage. Once they are through with all the paperwork, your lawyer will send you the paperwork. We ask you to go through them. If you're satisfied, if you're pleased, that is when you have to sign. When you sign the contract, when you sign, you've put your signature, then the lawyer will send back to the vendor lawyer. They will not ask you to go and make your initial deposit. So when you make your initial deposit, you send the proof back to your lawyer. Your lawyer will send it to the bank. The bank will release the loan. So when the loan is released, which means the house has been purchased. When the house is purchased, now they will not fix a date for exchange of contract, exchange, like officially this property is becoming yours. So when they fix a date, normally it's still between you, it's still between your lawyer and the vendor lawyer that will do all the exchange of paperwork. Once they do all the exchange, they will notify you, congratulations, your exchange has been made, da 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 da. And yeah, the housing agent now will call you to congratulate you as well, or send you email to congratulate you. And they will ask you to fix a date that you want to come and collect your key. That is when you're going to pick up the key. Yes, I'm not a homeowner, I'm not a landlady, I'm not a landlord. I have my own home in the United Kingdom. Congratulations. Yeah, so they will fix a date for you to go and pick up your key. Once you pick up your key, that ends the journey. Now you are now a landlord or a landlady in the United Kingdom. So congratulations when you get to that road. Congratulations. So these are all the process it takes to own your own home in the United Kingdom. But if you have any question, just do me well to drop them and I will do well to reach you back. So this is where our video for today comes to an end, and I hope you enjoy listening or watching this video. Once again, thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed, please do me well to click the subscribe button, turn your post notification bell on, and remain blessed. I will see you in my next video. Bye.